Welcome, I'm Bill Wake, who here working on a program to help you with kind of medium to long-term financial planning. And we've got the basic functionality working for streams of income, but we moved aside to try and work on persistence. We took a run at Swift data and gave up, and we're now using a sort of basically a JSON file for each of our two large primary classes. All right, well, we left off yesterday. We found an issue. So when we open plans, it actually appends the new plan. So part of opening the file is appending the new stuff, and the append says, "Oh, I see you've changed this thing. I should reload it." So I don't know. We didn't get an infinite loop, but something's off. All right. So our goal, we want to definitely track that down. I think it probably affects person too. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Now, we haven't done tests on this as sort of being a, literally edge thing. I don't know. I may go back on that. But all of this is part of save to the file after each change. So the Swift data approach is sort of database-like, automatically takes care of writing stuff out to the database. For us, we'd have to do it at a certain point. Now, we created a simple version that lets you do an open and a save manually, but we really just want to do it whenever it changes. It's a bit of overkill in a way because, you're writing back this whole object, but I don't think you're going to have, you might have 50 to 100 streams of income and bank accounts and all that, but that's probably very extreme. And so it's not that big, not that much to write. So it's easier to just consistently write it. Okay, let's see. What do we have to do to figure out what's going on? Okay, so we added wasChanged and checked. We tested that it's the flag is set when it does its thing. Okay, now we were seeing it. Well, let's see here. Okay, so here's the mechanism that actually deals with the IO. So if it sees that plans changed, if it sees that the plan was changed, variable changes, first it makes sure it was changed to positive. If it's not really changed, then it's resetting, and we don't want to do anything for that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll say, okay, reset plan change to false, and then save the value. I don't know. I put that in this order, but I think maybe the other order makes sense too. Well, I guess the one we want saved should be marked as not changed. So, okay, I guess that makes sense. And if there's an error, we set a flag and save the alert. Well, we save the error and then set a flag to show the alert. And somewhere, we have a couple of alerts for save problems. Okay. All right, and then one more place. Well, that's our test. Okay, let's run and see what we're running into, I guess. I lost my simulator. Well, that'll take a minute. Let's look at persistence. Excuse me. So the open and save are not that complicated. We'll do open first. You pass in you're parameterized on a type. You give it a file name and the type you want to load, and it may throw, but it hopefully returns that type. You open the document. You convert it into data, which more or less reads it. And then you decode it with JSON, and it produces the right type, we hope. Not too bad. A couple places, 2 tries that could fail. The saving side, we create an encoder. We find the document directory we use down here, and we encode. And then once we have JSON data, we turn it into regular data, which basically can be written to a file. And we chose these flags. I mean, we had an example that used them, but they basically say, don't let multiple threads write at the same time. And when you write a file, make sure it's totally ready before you replace it. So we're not going to worry about a backup because of that. All right, let's put this over on another window. Still coming. Oh, okay. I don't really need a breakpoint there. Okay, we had that breakpoint. So we want to see plans was changed, right? But we're very early. Like we haven't even come up on the screen yet. I don't know where we are here. What colors? Well, these are all a little bit funny. I think we'll just continue. Okay, so it clearly opened our file. And I think the problem we were having, we added another entry and it doesn't get saved. Okay, so let's call this expense, and it's $99.99 a month, and make it expense. Okay, so we'll create that. Okay, so now it's saying plans was changed. We'll step over. Whoa. Huh. Well, I'm not convinced it actually did anything there. It didn't even try this line. I don't know. I think we still have a message telling us where things are, yeah. Let's go look at that directory. Oops. Okay, there we are. Well, I don't know. That's not necessarily our document directory. Okay. Yeah, I really want to find this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, app support somewhere in documents. Yeah, there we go. Text edit is fine. Okay, so this is my finances. And I see the children. I have a first one named salary, but that's it. Interesting. I don't know what that's going to do. Expenses did not get saved. Okay, so if we quit, and rerun, And look, okay, it did not get saved. Okay, so something is funny. Let's try here. Now, why we're getting called early, I don't understand. Let's also walk through the open. One change of people was changed. No, that's in the app. Yeah, so, oh, okay. Yeah, we can see it opens the people file and then it takes the list there and adds them all to the list of people. And then plans, still got this array. I guess that's okay. Remove everything and do that. Does it save new people? That's a good question. Chuck. Well, I messed up the thing, but okay, so it's saved it into the people array. Yeah, you're right. If it doesn't say people, we need to start there because that's the easier one. All right. Let's, okay. Oh, but let's take this again. Documents, people saved. Should probably call that JSON. Okay, yeah, we just have Ruth. We don't have Chuck. Okay. So it may not be an opening issue at all. It might be a saving issue, right? Because we don't have that stuff in the file. So, all right. Now we had it at some point because we are able to, we got some of these things reading in, not all of them. Okay, so let's see. So a right, I guess we have to capture. Well, that place we were going to stop is actually probably the place I want to stop. Content view. If we call on change, I really want to know it. Let's stop on the people one. And we'll turn this one off for now. Okay, so if people was changed, if it's true, we want to continue. If it's false, we want to return. Okay, so I don't think I had to start over. My common mistake. Let's put Chuck back in there. Okay. Now. Huh. Okay, so this never got here. Maybe especially didn't get here. But let's look at people. Was changed. Oh, no, we do have a warning, so maybe we should be paying attention to that. Immutable property, because it's declared with an initial value that cannot be overridden. So maybe this has to be... Oh, so weird. Oh, no, they're back. Okay. Immutable property will not be decoded because it has an initial value which is declared with one that cannot return. I don't know how. Immutable property. I don't see anything immutable there. Oh, unless it's this thing. Oh. That could be because it's observable. Oh. Well, that's a good question. Maybe it's not overriding. Let's see. Well, I think what's going on, I think it's this field is the one that's generating the complaint. Because it is a let field. It's generated by this macro that creates observable. But we don't want to load it anyway, so I guess it's okay. But let's pursue this right. Oh, come on. I think my mouse just died. Persistence. Right. There must be an option that says overwrite. Where is this anyway? Yeah, no, we don't get this error. Huh. That seems hard. There's file exists. So apparently that he's implying this should work unless we do this, but we're not doing that. Yeah, coding keys. Ugh. So if you don't need, well, if you have a codable object and they're all fields that are either primitives or codables themselves, then you don't need to do any work for your codable. But if you want to control the way they're written, like if you wanted to write them to JSON with a different field name, or in our case, if you want to exclude things, yeah, we might have to do something like coding keys to get rid of that observation warning. This stuff. But complete file protection. Okay, let's find these options. Yeah, so I guess from this I would take away that it should be overwriting if it's going to. All right, let me make a note. Okay, well, I guess we're saying make save work properly. Okay, so we got the first one, but the overwrite fails without an error. Oh, and that's wasChanged true, which we don't really want. But that's probably the way it was before. All right, we're still running. Or did we restart? No, we're still running. Okay, so if I add another person, AAA. What's weird to me is it didn't even like try and do anything. Okay, let's go find people. He's got to call add. I can, but it doesn't look like I should have to. I mean, we're not even called, so it's not a question of overwriting. It may be later, but not now. Well, mean, this init we're saying was changed false, but add. Okay, let's make sure add is called. Vera. Okay, Vera's on there, but nothing got. Wait a minute. Whoa, what's going on? Something is very odd. Okay, we got a people view somewhere. Create person. People. Oh, environment. Okay, then that means that got put in up here somewhere. Oh, maybe we don't. Environment people, no environment plans. Okay, that's suspicious, but we do a content view, we put the people in, and we pass it, which is a little weird. Weird meaning like we probably shouldn't be doing both. Okay. So create person view. They're going to need people from the environment, which seems okay. And then they're doing something here. Okay, we should get here. Okay. Somehow we're not even debugging. Have I got something turned off? I know I sometimes read these articles, how to make Xcode run quicker and like turning off debugging, and I do it and then I always regret it. And let's see. Not quite sure where it is. Oh, you're right. Okay. All right, so I think we'll restart it. It'll go back to Ruth. Oh, and it did stop the debugger at least once today. Okay, so there's that is coming from a init where we're doing it here. All right, we'll continue. Only one. Okay, now add Vera. Okay, people.add person. Let's step in. Was changed true. Huh. I wonder if what's happening is tied to, because it already got set on the load and it got set true coming in, when we loaded up Ruth, was changed is already true. So if we set it to true, it's not a change. Okay, let's change this. I don't know, because no, I think it is because our writing code will only trigger when was changed changes, not true. I mean, whether it changes from true to false or false to true, but in this case, it's changing from true to true, and so the on change won't trigger. Equals false. So when you open it, whatever you pulled in is the right thing. So the stuff in memory matches what's on disk. So it was not changed as far as we're concerned. Okay, let's try again. Okay, now was changed is false. All right, so let's step out. Over. People. Was changed is true. Okay, so we'll step over. I guess it got us out. Okay, so now this should be Ruth. Okay. Now, Vera. Okay. Oh, I thought there was a... I've used too many debuggers, I guess. People was changed. I'm hoping it's false. Good. Okay, we're going to step over. Okay. Continue. Good. Okay, now people was changed. Okay, I think we can clear all breakpoints and just continue. Okay, so Vera is there. Let's go back to our Finder window. Oh, okay, it's only showing that one. What's happening? I don't think I'm calling my, am I calling my persistence one? Okay, let's stop here too. Okay, so at this point, the data says we only have Ruth in there. So it apparently did not save. We have Vera. How? D5. Documents, plans, and people. I don't know. Okay, so it says, okay, I saved Vera for you somewhere. I don't know where it got it. Let me run again. Where is that? Now this one's in DA9. Oh, 407. They're not in order. There's no 407. Occasion 407. I don't know. No, there's a 407 here. Okay, it's in there. Yeah, I'm not, something's off on the path. I'm going to put that debugging code back in our IO because I think we just need to be sure where we're doing, or I'll put it in the top, but okay. So that explains why that's there, because Vera is in there. I don't like these months in here. Well, that sounds like it's working. Okay. Chuck. And continue. Okay, and if we run again, Chuck. Okay. Oh, it's just down to that flag then. Because we left wasChanged false from the init, then it never tried to run onChanged because it was changing from true to true. Quote changing. All right, document path. That looks okay. It's different. They must be copying these files across. How weird. I just don't understand it as well as I thought. Okay. Yeah, so I think we can do this now. So the problem is wasChanged was maybe needs to be cleared after open, because it starts false and then whatever it loads, it should be false again. Okay. Are we there? Okay, so let's do that. No, let's run our tests first, I think. We didn't change a lot in the model side, but we might have changed something. Okay, good. Oh yeah, I installed Jon's new test templates last night. We'll see that if we create a new test today. All right. So initial open work properly. Yeah, I think we've done that. Opening plans currently appends a new plan, integrates with assistance. Okay, so let's apply the same logic on plans. It's Fiume. Okay, he's got the state for plans. And then he should do the same thing. Plans dot was changed equals false. Now this is relying on that there's only one entry in our array. Yeah, I don't know. We may need to modify that at some point. Without the was changed flag being. Well, open doesn't control. And now there may be another factor though, that because it got saved when we were understanding less and I wasn't being as careful about the was changed flag, it probably got saved with that flag true. Well, we know it did get saved with true at some point. So it loaded it in, it was marked true, not as a function of the open. Use open without the was changed flag being altered. Yeah, I don't know. In a way, I could see that being. I could see that not being a saved field. Just for this reason, that it should have a constant state coming out of it. The add loop changes the flag. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is, somebody had the suggestion of making a new constructor. I think, was it Eric yesterday, maybe? Let's see. I keep wanting to go there, but it's really happening here. Right. This, we would like to be able to say people, well, I don't know if we want to change the object because it's in a observer relationship. So that seems kind of chancy. New people is an array. I mean, I think I'd like to be able to say people dot add all new people. Is that enough even? Maybe I have to remove all first. I mean, it could be people dot set new people, people dot not init because that's taken. Load, that's not a bad word for what's going on. And then this stuff is all part of that. Okay, let's try and go there. Because we want, yeah, let's go there. So people, well, new people dot people is an array, right? Array of person. Yep. Okay. So people. Do we call this one? I wonder. All right, and I don't know. It's kind of a weird extract. This is replace. Yeah, I don't know if it'll work to just do that. That would be interesting. Is it people.people? There's no member people. Oh, sorry. Okay, I guess I'm kind of, well, it's kind of an extract method, but it's like I extracted it from here into there manually. Getting code out of the content view is good for sure. I'm kind of okay that it's these two things. Like that's the only two things I want to do. But let's get some people in here. Yeah, I mean, conceptually it makes copies all the time. But I'm not sure where, I'm not sure how the observation ties in, I guess is what I'm getting at. All right, so if we do this and we do people.add person initial, I don't know, something like that. And then let new people equal array of person, new one. I think I have to put the dates in there somewhere, don't I? But then we do people.load new people. Okay, that should pass. Well, other than that, from name colon birth colon death colon. I did. Oh, that is the wrong type, isn't it? Okay. Okay, so yeah, Swift array arguments. So it treats them as if they were copied each time they're passed as an argument, but it has some sort of compiler tricks to detect if you change it, you know, so it doesn't need to copy it physically until you change something, and then it's got to split them up. And I don't know if it gets like functional languages get very, I mean, they have data structures designed to let you, copy them and then independently change them and reuse some of the parts and stuff like that. But I don't know what Swift actually does inside for that. I probably should learn stuff like this better. I've been through pieces of the Swift language stuff, but usually when I get a new language, I sit down and I read that whole book and really dive into it. So I'm a little weaker than I should be. Yeah, I just kind of realized that thinking about things last week that yeah, you've never really done that. I've probably read it 3 times piecemeal, but never all. Okay, so this passed. Let's break something to make sure it doesn't. Let's change this part. And then we have to run it and make sure it works with the persistence. Doesn't use a retain count. No, I think it's got, well, it may do something like retain count, but as soon as you have the semantics that this is a whole fresh copy. And so if all you ever do is read it, nobody cares, But if you change this one that you passed in, then you're only changing it in the local arena. And it has to either, well, one way is they'll do copy on write. So they'll keep a pointer, but when you call any sort of setter, it it detects that and then copies the whole thing, like it supposedly did before, but it waits and sees if you need it, kind of thing. But it may be able to use a retain count if it's read only. It knows that and stuff like that. But it's a little more sophisticated in approach, I think. I haven't gone into the assembly language. This is stuff I'm piecing together when I read about it, but I do have some knowledge of like what functional programming does for data structures like this that, supposedly everything's copy on write or, everything's copied, but actually copying everything all the time is really a drag. So usually they're sharing, and if it's immutable objects, the sharing is fine and, it's no problem. But if you, if you treat copied things as if they could be changed, you're going to change it both places, and that's not good. All right, who have we got in here? Virachuk. Okay. So I believe, well, the change we did on the other should have made this possible to save. So let's get our spend, and this is an expense. So it was 4.06 or 4.0E6. Let's create this. Okay, so that's in there and should have saved. Oh, if I hadn't broken this, I've lost my thread. Yeah, these functional data structures, I think they're very interesting. They have, like, sometimes they're not they're not as naturally performant, but they've worked out ways that make it functional. And then it's like, if it can be functional, okay, then anything you do to avoid that approach, you can optimize it and give it non-functional semantics if you can prove nobody ever cares, that kind of thing. All right, test again. Okay, now we'll run. I think we'll only have one. Yeah. Hobbies. Just spend a fortune on my stamp collection, I guess. Okay, so that's there. That should be good. Let's do a run again. Two things, please. Oh. Okay. Oh, we didn't do that we did that for person. So we should still have Vera, Chuck, no Dave. Okay. Good. All right. Alrighty. Now, I think that really passed it. We had it pass and then fail, and I thought we had it pass. Okay, while that's running, we'll find content view. And oh no, we want Fiume app. Okay. This is really weird, doing this array and then we only use one element of it. But that is what we're doing now because we only have my finances. We don't have those other sections. It tells me, it's not a big deal, but it's telling me like kind of prematurely expanded this implementation because you don't need arrays at this point because you only ever put one thing in it. And it's not a big price to pull out the one element, but it's something we keep paying a little bit each time we touch it. Okay, so we want this method to be like this one. I think we'll even use the same language, plans.load, new plans. This goes on plans. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Let's see. I guess I want some plans. Well, let's mess this up just like we did the other one. And I don't know, does plans have a count? Not really. Okay. Oh, yeah, that does make a difference. Okay. It once again, it's kind of revealing this mismatch of we've gone back and forth a little bit on like the top level thing is an array of plan, but we've got a concept of groups, which is a plan that contains other plans. So we're kind of mixing approaches here. This is really array of plan. And this is new plan sub-zero. Okay. New plans. Okay. I think this, I'm going to make it wasChanged. Really bring out what's going on. Okay, I don't know if exposing that is so great, but it's a characteristic of the plans, and we're doing things that way. Okay, so make plans, create some new plans, force plans change to true, load the new plans, and make sure it went to false. Okay, this should fail. Because I commented something out. Probably right here. Let me add that to do as well. Okay. Okay, opening plans appends a new plan, interacts with persistence, making it that doesn't change. Okay. I think we've got that now. All right, this has one. We're going to add one. It's an expense. Five, six, seven, eight. Okay, that looks good there. And I guess we'll go back here. Look at plans.saved. I do not see expense. I only see salary. Okay. Do we call load? Yes. Well, once again, the conflict is that it's not written, so it probably is loading what it should. Let's close people. There's the load. Let's get to the save. Whatever sets this false, right? That's the only thing. No, I guess the load does, but... So eventually, if I change something I expect to get here, let's see if that's true. John 3, 223. Okay, well, that's progress. False. And it gets out. Excuse me. Still not trusting it's the correct file. Yeah, you're probably right. I should be very cautious on this. Okay, so this is a fresh run. I got this document path. Okay, so this has just the salary in it. Will continue. Okay. Right. Now I have the breakpoint on changed. That is very bad. Okay, plans. He should have gotten here. Who calls this? Well, that's a little suspicious. Okay. I think I must get here on a wasChanged. Let's continue out. Okay. Is it using the plan array or the plans object to add the new plan? I believe it's using the plans object. Plans, let's see, where's plans? This is the object that owns the array. But I'm possibly wrong. Okay, did I hit create? Step over. Okay, so something's a little weird here, right? I've got a breakpoint on append. For any plan, even if I have the wrong object, it should still stop. All right. Job 4. So plans was changed is false. Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, am I not creating plans the way I think I am? I guess that must be true. Let's go to the screen view. Here's create stream view. Creates a stream, makes a new plan, calls parent.append. Parent is a plan. Huh. Okay. So the plans object never gets involved. Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, we only ever create my finances or load it. It's the one thing it gets in there. That doesn't get touched by these changes. I mean, I think maybe I need to know the plan. What's the parent? All right. So I think what we need is we need the plans object. I mean, that got created because we needed it for persistence at some point, but we're not coupled in enough to it here. We've got this object with this tree underneath it. We're changing a piece of the tree, but we never bubble that up to the total object. And the total object is the thing that gets saved and it doesn't realize it's changed. Okay, so I don't know if we should get the plans object passed in somehow, either environment or regular. Who calls this? Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't do those. Okay, add plan view has plan. Who has plans? Well, content view. Does he? Yes. Plans comes in from Fiume app. At the bottom. Excuse me. Okay, there's the plans going in. Let's find who references plans. Maybe it's just nobody. Plans knows itself. Tests know it. Content view knows it. Nobody lower down has access to it. You could set the plans. I think I could. I mean, let's see. Where's add plan view? Okay, so when you add a plan, like this one, I think it's we're doing this locally, but I think what we need to do is call a method on the plans object and do like plans.append parent comma new plan. You know, so we have control. Now these are references, right? These are classes. So, oh no, plan. Plans is a class. What about plan? Okay, yeah, that's a reference too. So we have a reference to a parent and we want to know about it too. Okay, I think it's what we have to do. It's kind of a pain. All right, so, well, all right, and then content view. See, I think, is anything using this? Well, save does. Okay. And plan list view gets the array. Okay, let's go to plan list view. Wait a minute. Possibilities. Oh, it's built from that. Hi. Plan list view. That's all those. But where do you add a new one? I guess that's plan view. Or is it this thing? Right, this thing, plan award view, plan and view, both have make use of the composite object that has the button, the plus button. And then that does add plan view. Okay, so I think we should do the same thing we do here and make this part of the environment. Okay, that shouldn't change anything. test-wise. But I think there's places that are going to need it, like add plan view. If these aren't UI tests, why are they bringing up that view? Okay. All right. So I have this on the environment for plan content view. And so add plan view, well, create stream view needs the plans. And we did this with person in at least one place. Create person view. Okay, so this is plans. So I think what I want to do is Plans.append parent and new plan. And not, this is the contents of that. Plans.append. Where are you called? Only by load. This is interesting. Okay, but we're going to say there's a new append, and it takes a parent of type plan, and in this case, it's a stream, right? Create stream view. New plan should be a stream. Come on. Make stream produces a plan. Okay. So let's go back. I think I'm going to make this parent and child also of type plan. Now we do the stuff that create stream view did. Plan.append new plan is a plan. Okay. And this is parent, child, new plan. And this is the result. Okay, so I don't think tests should be changed. We haven't changed any behavior yet. Let's clear these breakpoints. Okay, so pass plans in environment. Use them to append another plan. Okay, so I think the next step is this needs to reset that flag. So we'll come back from the break. Yeah, take a break. We'll come back from the break and test that this new append method changes the wasChanged flag. We know it will fail right now, and then we'll change that. All right, see you in 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll get this thing knocked out of here. All right, welcome back. So let's go in some plans, and we'll add a test for this new feature. So changes when plan is added. I'll just call it appended, I guess, for now, just to get a different name in there. Okay, so let's make this a variable. And this is stream. Okay, so we got plans. Now our append, let's take plans.plans sub 0. That's the node that's created by default. And that'll be their parent. And then the child will be stream. We certainly expect plan was changed, but I think we also want to expect plans sub 0 dot first should be stream. No, I did not. Oh, can I say equals on stream? Plans. Dot children sub 0. Okay, well, any hashable. I think even this is probably right. Well, it's children it's not scenarios yet. It's just we're just created my finances with the stream underneath it, and so we want to get from plan sub 0 is my finances. Its first child is a stream, which should be the stream, and it's all references. So I think saying triple equals says make sure it's pointing to the right one, pointing to the one you gave. All right, this test should fail, but hopefully only the 30 line 35. Now it's a little pokey, right, or prying, and a little nosy, digging through to find things. But I think we're testing tree structures. We're going to have to kind of do some navigation. All right, good sign. Okay, and so this, we want to say wasChanged equals true. Good. Okay, so make Plans.append parent child append child and update was changed. Okay. Now, my hope is, for streams at least, that this works. All right, what do we got for finances? One thing. Edit. Job 2. 33. Create. Okay, rerun. Please have two things. Ooh, that's not promising. Nothing. Oof. Okay. What have we done wrong? I guess we want to know, in content view, are you writing when we change things? Okay. So if I add job 1, a little less well paying. Create. Okay. True. Good. And then save. Continue. All right. So if this is right, then this should have that file in it. Now that's just weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Locked. Don't know what that means. Let's try it again. Job 1. Okay, so that did save. I don't know if the file was broken or what, but this, I mean, I don't think we want observation registrar in there, but it's empty anyway. This does have my finances with job 1 underneath it. So that part's good. All right, so we should be able to continue out of this. Okay, so that's there. Let's add another one. Well, that's supposed to be job. That should create another one. Yep. Okay. Now if we go here again, okay, it looks bigger, job 1 and good old HIB 2. Okay, so the file looks okay. We're continued. Okay, so let's rerun. Maybe it's a read error now. We've had all save errors mostly for today. Oh, okay. And that's nothing in it, so it's 0. All right. Yeah, we're in a read situation. Okay, so that's back to Fiume app. Oh, if it fails, he's got plans with children, so is he writing? Where's save? We're saving plans. Well, okay, that's those are different. Okay, so this tries to read that as an array of plan, but now it's really a plans. I guess when we saved it, we didn't convert it back to an array. Okay, let's run again. Is the UUID in plan? I don't think so. Oh, I think it is in plan, yes. Yep. What's our error? Saw somebody else complaining about Xcode the other day for this very problem. I found an error. Oh, now we've changed it there. Okay, yeah, I'm bubbling through consequences here. New plans.plans sub 0. Okay. Now this could all be better untangled and it might be okay then. But we do have the file with 2 things in it, so it should theoretically read them and come up with job 1 and hib 2. Promising. Yay. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to have to get pushed to tracking on plans for that open just yet. But it's a good step. I mean, I think it's a good step on the way to treating it as a plans object and not revealing that array to normal code. Okay, so this opening plans, it depends a new plan, making it, that doesn't really help. I think what we've done is like we did for this other one, make save work properly for person and plans. Make plans save as plans rather than array of plan. And, well, let's load. Well, save and load. Okay. Plans currently appends a new plan. Yeah, I think that all came out of that. And then save to file after each change is really the overriding thing here. Will a plan not get a new UUID when it's loaded as it is? No, I don't think it will. We can't see the UUID, but we can see it in here, right? So I think it's going to take the ID it's got. Well, okay, there's a DC36 and a 7137. Let's add something. expense 11 is $11. Hey, Xcode, where'd you go? Okay, well, that's good. It just cost me Xcode. Right, let's take a look. I'm not sure if that'll come through or not. Crashing Xcode, I don't know how it ties in between simulators. What I don't understand is if it seems like it's running the same simulator, but maybe each time Xcode starts a run, it's copying the old directory in because we see the existing stuff we saved into a new directory that gets used just for this run, maybe. No, there's Xcode, okay. Okay, they're there. We'll ignore that. But let's go look at those files. DC36 and something 7137. I think that's the same. So it's writing on a new copy as it goes. So it must have had the ID that got loaded, which is going to become important later as we untangle the person versus age thing. Okay. I think we've essentially done what we set to. This file's bigger. It's got E11 in it, so it did write it before Xcode crashed back there, and it did not crash the second time it wrote. Let's rerun it to make sure it doesn't crash on the load or anything like that. Okay, so 3 items. Yeah. All right. So I think functionality wise we're okay. I feel like we got a trail of debris left around a little bit. Okay, now plans. Where do we do it? I think we save it, right? So we need it for that. Plans. Yeah, we need plans. Okay. That's passed in, and then it's also passed in the environment so any child can get to them. Okay. And that stuff. Okay. So I think that one's okay. What I'm worried about was plans. We have load, but I think this append is only used by our load and this check. Okay. Doesn't change when loading. Well, I think we should. Yeah, so this test is really not too helpful because it's calling the append function, but the only person that calls that is load, and load actually changes it back to was false. So this test can go, and we can inline that function. Okay, so append is really plans.append. Append this. Okay. And Whoops. Managed to screw that up. Okay, Plans.append is now Plans.append. The plan is new plans of 0, so that should be okay. This function should no longer be relevant. Okay, and test should be okay. Cover value of type plan. Oh, right, we did change this. Okay, that'll force that. Good. Just open that up since arranging is so complicated for this one. Okay, so we've inline and remove Plans.append. All right, and then I believe remove all is in the same boat. Only called there. Which is just Plans.removeAll. Will load force the save of an empty plan? Oops. Yeah, this goes away. Yeah, no. Because we're controlling the wasChanged. Before it did, but then we reset it in the that's why it's so goofy. Before it did change, wasChanged to true, but then we came in here explicitly and changed it to false, so it never it changed but never got out. I don't think it can check for onChanged until it comes back from this function. So okay, so this is did I check that in? No. Okay. Inline and remove Plans.removeAll. Okay, and then somewhere, let me make a note. Somewhere I want to say make plans iterable. Okay, we don't do that now. Okay. Remove add from possibilities. Yeah, that's a good one. So I believe nobody is calling this. Some tests. And I think the same here. Tests. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out. It's reasonably well defined in terms, well, because sections is visible still. Normally, yeah, there's that again. It's, I don't know. All right, but anyway, these two functions are only used by tests. They are sort of, assuming you treat sections as public interface, which it is at this point, they're using append and they're using this. They're not doing anything you couldn't do as an outsider. So let's make this an extension only in the testing area. I don't like to do this too much, but sometimes it's just too helpful to not do. So in a new file, it's like possibilities plus add. I don't know if I need an import. Is that what we do? Yeah. Okay, well, we don't need testing because this is not a test. All right. Possibilities. Okay. Plan list view. Oh, that's in the preview. I'm going to make that manually. Yeah, in some ways, these previews, they're kind of like a test, right? I mean, in the sense that they're not production run code. They're just sort of a little test case to let you see what it looks like. But we don't put them with tests. We put them in previews. But okay, let's turn the preview on and make sure that doesn't blow up. Preparing for previews. Okay. Inline and remove Plans.append and Plans.removeAll. Yeah, exactly. Where to go? Create plan list view. Slowly, slowly. Oh. All right. The other one was remove add functions. Well, it wasn't really remove. And I guess that wasn't persistence either. I don't know if I'm starting over every time I change tabs here. And that full build every time. Well, the new Xcode's supposed to be better at that. Plus, this is going to be part of the library by the time I get that. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what we can see over here. I guess we didn't need that. The denominator keeps going up. I don't think I've ever seen it over 1,000. Yeah, sorry, it's a lot of waiting for one little preview. Oh my, come on. I don't know what the 2 is. 2 tasks running. What's that got? Fiume tests got to do with previews, though I don't get that. I certainly don't want to wait for an index. I don't think it's supposed to generate them all. I thought it was just generating the one that I had visible, but I mean, this is weird. Like Fiume tests should have nothing to do, and well, plus it should have already been built, but has nothing to do with previews. I don't think I want to. Well, I know I don't really want to sit around for this, but is it going to finish soon? Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm going to let it go. I got it. It's in source control, so I could back it out if I have to, but let's not waste 5 minutes doing this, 5 more minutes. We removed, well, no, we moved possibilities dot add functions to test module. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards if we are making progress on normal stuff. Okay. Why are you uncommitted? You're not. All right. Now, what else? I don't want to start the codable today, even though we probably need to do it. Need coding keys, encode, decode. Plans with a group versus plan in various places. Well, we're kind of far back. I mean, we're getting there on that. I know we had month year. Months is used. Date formatter. Self.description. Where? Oh, I've got them here too. Is this just dead? And then who uses, oh, there's month needs the global variable. Okay, I can live with that. It's funny, it starts up the app screen and then runs the tests. I remember that being the case. Okay. Now, the other one. Okay, so that test looks pretty good. Thought we had another thing. Make plans iterable. I want something short and easy. Tie plans with the date spec to a person. Move plans with the group to versus plan. Do we need coding keys? Yeah. Oh, here's this again. Should possibilities be a struct? Should plan be a struct? I don't think. I don't think so. Make amount overridable, Social Security sections, dates, depend on death day, multiple sections. Okay, I think of these, make plans iterable may be the one to do. We did this for person, I think. Let's just close a bunch of these. Or people. Right. We made it a sequence. Okay, so if I make this private, I should get a bunch of complaints. And those should be the people that wish they had a sequence. Hopefully they're not fooling around with it too much. One place. Okay, possibilities. Wants that array of plans. And what's he doing with it? He's tracking it as sections. And where's sections used? Plan list view getter body. Well, it's iterating over them. That's not too bad. I believe it is. Yeah, let me take that one out. I don't think it matters to us. I mean, it's nicer when things can be structs, but given these things reference each other in a tree, I don't think it's going to be trivial to change it. Where did I have that? Okay, well, I'll let that go. Okay, so possibilities dot sections. Well, oops. This sections. I think I want to name this to plans, but let's find the references again. Is it just the one? No, it's all over the place. Okay. Getters, sections. All right. Okay, so this call was in content view. Plans. Okay, let's pass plans in here. And we'll have to do a little work for it. And I can make this plans.plans for now. Okay, does this work? Oh, I gotta make that unprivate. Cannot convert value of type plans. All right, okay. Plan list view, possibilities with plans. But that's an empty. Okay. We're trying to put well, I think this should really be possibilities. Yeah, now you get it. I think this has to be plans. Plan list view. I assume he wants possibilities. Yeah. Okay. I think I fixed that. Okay, let's run tests. Well, I guess I could find that if I search for struct, right? Oh, possibilities. It wasn't plans. Okay. That is probably reasonable. Some possibilities. Oh, here's a test. Okay. Okay, so we pass around plans instead of array of plan. Not sure we caught everywhere, but we caught a bunch of them. Okay, and then possibilities. Whoops. Has this, but what does he do with it? So let's find usages of this. Oh, that was the problem. Okay, so possibilities uses it. Well, he doesn't have add. Why is that showing up there? Oh, possibilities plus add. Okay. Plan list uses the getter body. Okay. I think that gives us the excuse to make the extension. So if we make possibilities, am I extending the wrong thing? I am, aren't I? Plans. A sequence has to have an iterator protocol, and we want to iterate over plans. Should not break anything. All right, now plans, callers. The preview, plan list view. Today he goes to plans and he assumes he's getting an array of plan, but now we're iterable. We could use the same one. Okay, who else? I don't think we'll quite finish this. This thing. He's okay. We're using that internal representation. So this could become plans.plans. That's fine. Plans. Well, I want to know who uses it, not just that they do. Possibilities init is plans, yeah. And the last one was scenarios. Plans. Okay, well, I'm going to try it. It might take a minute, but I want to make this be plans and take this out and see who breaks this. Well, plans dot first. It's going to be the same as plans of 0, I think. Remove. Oh, it's a function. Okay, that's not good. Cannot force unwrap value of optional type. All right, let's make the direct change for now. But that's what we're trying to get rid of. Okay, so possibilities plus add has to do the same thing. Plans dot plan sub 0. Okay, build. Oh, must conform to mutable collection. Oh. Can't do it then. All right. Let's revert all this. I guess we could do it if we required mutable collection on our plans, but that's a bigger change. I don't know. I'm still not quite sure where we want all this to go. All right, we should be getting a green test. I feel like array of plans is wrong in the long run. It's getting us somewhere, but it's not good enough. No changes. Good. Okay. Well, Yeah. Tree view requires mutable collection. I'm not saying we can't make our plan be one of those, but that's okay. I don't think this has to be a priority. It's just something that does seem it does seem a little weird that we have this tree, we have an array of trees instead of a single parent, you know. Yeah, not today. Maybe some other day. All right. Coding keys. I guess we'll pick up there. So a tiny bit more on persistence. And what we'll get out of that is these things have a lot of cruft in them. And we'll get rid of those observation registrar things. And I don't know, there may be some other constants or something, some other stuff in there, but notably those. But boy, if that's all it is, maybe it's not worth pursuing. Yeah, maybe we won't do this now. I'll move this down quite a bit. Okay. No, it may be something we have to do. All right. Well, I think we'll do this one tomorrow, this date spec thing. So we link to a UUID, and then do the deleting and editing of streams. I want to make sure the persistence structure, my poor guinea pig brother in this, right? We've changed enough in the persistence that I think it's probably looking wrong. Oh, I also want to rename files to .json. But we're changing the existing persistence we had, and I'm not worrying about migration. So I'll just tell him like, hey, don't do anything for a week. Let us finish these couple of things. I think after tomorrow we'll be done with this though and move on to editing streams, starting with delete and then with edit and then possibly moving. So I think that'll get us, out of persistence, but just a little bit more stuff before we do. All right. Well, we made some progress today. I think our IO is basically ready. I still have a twinge about not testing it, even though it's one of these external things. We've been testing it manually. I don't know. I've been resisting all the overhead of setting up doubles and all that and trying to figure out whether the test is actually testing anything and so on. Okay. But I'm happy to be at this point, and we'll pick up there tomorrow, 2 to 4:30 Eastern Time, 6 to 8:30 p.m. UTC. And thanks again, Mudshark especially, and a couple others spoke up. Appreciate your feedback. Take care. Have a good night.